Imagine you are the toughest thing alive. Not a shark, not a crocodile, not a cockroach. You are the size of a single grain of sand. 8 legs, a chubby body, a face only a scientist loves. And you've survived every disaster Earth has ever created. Every ice age, every asteroid, every extinction. All 5 of them. You're not fictional. You live on this planet right now. Probably in your garden, on your window, on your face. You are a tardigrade, the most indestructible creature ever discovered. Scientists put you in outer space, no suit, no oxygen. You survived. You came back. You were completely fine. This is the most insane survival story in Earth's history. Tardigrades have been on Earth for 540 million years. They existed 300 million years before dinosaurs ever showed up. They were crawling around when the first fish grew legs. And they'll probably outlast every single species alive today, including us. Under a microscope, they look genuinely bizarre. 8 stubby legs, tiny claws, a round, pillowy body, and a mouth that works exactly like a biological drill. It stabs plant cells and drinks the insides completely dry, like stabbing a juice box with a straw, but microscopic. There are over 1,300 known species, more found every year. They live on every continent. Yes, including Antarctica, deep ocean, Himalayan summit, volcanic vent, scorching desert. Wherever life can exist, tardigrades were already there waiting. 1 square meter of moss holds about 1 million of them. They are almost definitely on you right now. Sorry about that. Scientists' official nickname for them? Moss piglets, completely unironically. The most indestructible creature alive is called a moss piglet. I genuinely don't know whether to fear them or adopt one. If your brain is already breaking, smash that like button. Drop Moss Piglet in the comments if you're still here, because we haven't even gotten to the part where it fakes its own death. This is where tardigrades stop being cute and become terrifying. When conditions get too extreme, too hot, too dry, a tardigrade doesn't try to survive. It does something far stranger. It pulls all 8 legs completely inside its own body. It expels 97% of every drop of water inside itself. Its metabolism drops to 0.01% of normal, basically zero. Heart stops, brain stops, all cellular activity, completely frozen. From the outside, it looks 100% completely dead. Scientists call this state cryptobiosis, meaning hidden life. In this state, it becomes a dried husk called a tun, smaller than a pinhead, completely indistinguishable from dust. And in this form, it can wait for decades, maybe centuries. The entire shutdown process takes about 1 single hour. 1 hour to go from living animal to invisible speck. Is it actually dead? This debate kept scientists arguing for years. It's not dead, not asleep, not in a coma. Nothing fits. It has simply paused itself, like a video on pause. We genuinely don't have a word for what this is. Somewhere between living and not living. Existing without truly existing. Then water returns, and the tardigrade snaps back on. Legs extend, eyes open, it walks away like nothing happened. In 2016, Japanese scientists froze tardigrades solid for 30 years. 30 years frozen inside ice. Then they thawed them out. They didn't just wake up, they reproduced and had healthy babies. 30 years frozen, then babies. This is just a Tuesday for them. Wait. Stop everything. I need you to sit with this. You go to sleep tonight. You wake up in 2055. New world, new governments, flying cars. You missed literally all of it. But you feel great. You're hungry. You want eggs. That is a tardigrade's Tuesday, except they do it for centuries. But how does it keep cells from being destroyed? Great question. Inside the tun, something extraordinary is happening at the molecular level. The tardigrade cells produce special proteins called IDPs, intrinsically disordered proteins. Yes, that's a completely real name. These proteins flood each cell and replace all the missing water. Then they harden. They turn the entire cell into glass. Glass. Every organ, every cell. Crystallized perfectly in place. Quick break. Subscribe if you want more animals like this. New animal video drops every single week. Don't miss one. Now, back to the glass cells and why they don't shatter. Think of it as biological antifreeze turning into natural glass. The cell doesn't freeze, it doesn't burst, It just holds. But water loss is only half the threat. Radiation is the other. Without water in cells, DNA becomes extremely vulnerable to radiation. Every hit tears right through the dry DNA strand like paper. For any other creature, this means instant total cell death. But for a tardigrade, something completely different happens. In 2016, scientists in Japan found a completely new protein, found only in tardigrades, completely unique to this one creature. They named it Dsup, short for damage suppressor. Dsup physically wraps itself around every strand of DNA, like armor plating bolted to every piece of genetic information. Radiation hits, Dsup absorbs it. The DNA underneath stays perfect. A tardigrade absorbs 1,000 times the radiation that kills humans. 1,000 times. You're gone. It shrugs and keeps walking. And now, this is where scientists completely lost their minds. They extracted the Dsup gene directly out of a tardigrade and inserted it into living human cells in a laboratory. We put tardigrade DNA into human cells, and it actually worked. Those human cells were 40% more resistant to X-ray damage. 40%. From one protein, borrowed from a water bear. We are literally stealing superpowers from microscopic moss piglets. This could genuinely reshape how we treat cancer. Cancer radiation kills healthy cells right alongside the cancer ones. Dsup could shield the healthy cells while cancer gets destroyed. All discovered in a creature living on a patch of wet moss. But we still haven't talked about what happened in outer space. In 2007, the European Space Agency launched a mission, Photon M3. Thousands of dried tardigrade tons were placed on board. The experiment had a name. They called it TARDIS. Someone at the ESA absolutely had a sense of humor. These tardigrades were placed on the outside of the spacecraft. Not inside, not protected. On the outside, in open space, no oxygen, no pressure, cosmic radiation, temperature near absolute zero. Everything that should kill any form of life, simultaneously. For 10 days, they orbited Earth in the void. Mission returns. Scientists immediately rehydrate the tardigrades. A significant number came back to life, walking, moving, alive. Tardigrades became the first animals confirmed to survive open space. And just when you think this story can't get more insane, Israel launches a spacecraft called Beresheet toward the moon. On board, thousands of dehydrated tardigrades in sealed containers. The spacecraft malfunctioned and crashed into the moon at full speed. The mission was destroyed, debris scattered across the new crater. But scientists believe many of the tardigrades survived the crash. Tardigrade tons can survive far harder impacts than that crash was. Right now, thousands of tardigrades may be sitting on the moon. Not dead, not alive, just waiting for water that won't come. We accidentally seeded the moon with life. Let that sink in. And somehow, that's still not the most insane chapter of this story. Let's zoom out to the full history of life on Earth. Earth has experienced 5 mass extinction events, 5 total. The worst, 252 million years ago, killed 96% of all sea life. Over 70% of all land animals wiped out in an instant. The tardigrade walked right through it, didn't even blink. The asteroid that killed the dinosaurs, 66 million years ago, tardigrades watched it happen, then went back to eating algae. 5 extinction events, 5 perfect survivals, not once eliminated. Researchers at Oxford and Harvard asked one critical question in 2017. What would it actually take to kill every tardigrade on Earth? The answer was almost impossibly difficult to achieve. Only 3 scenarios in all of science could possibly do it. Scenario 1. An asteroid large enough to literally boil the ocean. Not splash, boil. The whole ocean becoming steam. Scenario 2. A supernova within 0.14 light-years of Earth. No nearby stars are anywhere close to that. We're currently safe. Scenario 3. A gamma-ray burst from within 40 light-years. Also not happening anytime soon. The tardigrade is completely safe. The researchers' conclusion? Nothing realistic can kill all tardigrades. The sun will expand into a red giant in 5 billion years. Earth gets consumed, oceans boil, every species is gone. Almost. Tardigrades near deep hydrothermal vents may survive even that. So why does any of this actually matter to you personally? Because tardigrades are handing us a blueprint for human survival. The Dsup protein research alone could reshape how we treat cancer. Cryptobiosis research is actively being studied for organ preservation. Right now, donated kidneys survive only 24 to 36 hours outside a body. Tardigrade biology could potentially extend that to weeks, months. Thousands of lives saved, thanks to one moss piglet's survival trick. And the IDP glass proteins are being studied for vaccine storage. Vaccines needing refrigeration could be stored dry for years instead, then rehydrated and used anywhere in the world. No cold chain. One tiny, 8-legged creature reshaping medicine and space travel. We keep finding new species, each one with different survival tricks. We spent centuries looking at the stars for indestructible life. Turns out, it was on our pillows this entire time.